I greet you with love and peace. It's Baba Kibwe Bomani, and I'm sitting here in the conscious room. And I call this the conscious room because this is where I meditate, perform yoga, and stretch. That's where I gather my thoughts. Because consciousness is a state of awareness. And to be aware is to be alive. So you must be knowing what's going on at all times, whether outside you or within you. That's all you always stay woke. But when I'm talking about stay woke and stay conscious, I'm talking about on a eternal level in your head, because everything forms as a thought before we manifest into reality with our actions. So reiterating back what I was talking about creating new habits, self-discipline, and things of that nature, it's going to start right here with that thought. When you think a negative thought, you must substitute that negative thought with a positive thought, because two thoughts, it's like the law of physics. Two thoughts can't hold the same space at the same time. So you're replacing the old thought with a new thought, or the negative thought with a positive thought. You gonna have to be aware of your actions and implement discipline when you find yourself slipping or going back to these old habits and things of that nature. You catch it with that thought, boom, change your thought, and you move another direction. Because I said something on one of my little things about self-mastery, which is powerful, because once you master yourself, there's no limits to what you can achieve. Like I said, a wise man once said, anything the brain can conceive, you can achieve. And there's no limits. But we wasn't taught that. We don't believe in ourselves. We don't believe in the power that we have within us. And sometimes I feel a little disappointed at myself knowing this stuff, and I'm not performing to my highest level. But it's human nature. We was built imperfect, yet, because there's no perfection. We strive for perfection, but there's no perfection. And all that we could do is just keep striving and try to get better and better each day. Whether we're dealing with our own individual self or just dealing with people out in the community or at our jobs and things or whatever. Because my whole thing, I'm always going to emphasize that everything starts with self. Everything. You ain't going to do nothing until you get yourself in order, until you get yourself in check, until you start governing your own thoughts. Because once you govern your own thoughts, you ain't got to worry about your actions, because your thoughts going to dictate your actions. So when you create this new habit and spark these new brain cells by creating new ways to go about things and to better yourself, it's going to be some resistance, but you got to stay with it. You got to stay conscious. You got to stay aware. It's like being in the streets. You're going to be aware. You're going to stay woke. You got to do that with your thoughts, with your bodies. Know what you're feeling. Understand what you're feeling. You got to question yourself. Sometimes you got to talk to yourself. Because sometimes when you ask yourself a question, it causes you to ponder and really think. You used to other people asking you questions, but ask yourself some questions. Why I do this? Why I do that? Why I act like that? Why I'm always in my emotions? It's just all basic, but we got to start somewhere, man. And we got to start with self, man. So I'm just getting a little situated, and I want to introduce y'all to the conscious room, because y'all will be seeing it here and there. And hopefully the little information that I'm giving out, is beneficial to some. I have intentions on going to different areas right now. As you see, this is the beginning stage. I'm just warming up, and I'm a little experiment, tweaking this, doing that, and see how all will play out. Because at the end of the day, like I said, still sharpen still, or how some people each one teach one, and that's what it's all about. Especially as black people, we need to stick together. We need to help each other as much as possible, man. Because, whew, it's crazy. But on that note, I'm gonna leave y'all the same way I came, in love and peace, and stay woke.